Okay. Hello, hello. Sorry about that. So, this is going to be a bit of a short one, and it's mostly just going to be me just kind of blankly talking out loud as I do some stuff off screen here. Mostly because I wanted to just get some more stuff done, but I also want to at least get a stream in, so this is going to be more of a chill stream. We're just going to talk a bit. What we're talking about? We're talking about ArtFight, and for those who don't know what ArtFight is basically a annual event for the month of July where all artists come together and pretty much do like little art trades with each other. One person can draw a character, you can respond with your own drawing of their character, etc., and you collect points, and whoever collects the most points from all the art they make wins. This year is going for like a theatrical theme. It is team comedy, mystery, tragedy. I'm on team mystery, and I'm currently setting up another character right now. I got two of them drawn today because I wanted to add them to it, so I quickly did that. So we got Pescatee Bert is our first Pescatee Bert. I always forget how the hell you're supposed to work on this site. Hang on. I remember last time, also sorry if my mic's like picking up the music because I'm noticing my PNG is popping up and down. Well, last year, if I recall correctly, ArtFight had an ability to just upload thumbnails just fine. But I guess I gotta just do it. Oh no, we can't do it. All right, hang on. Never mind. height chart. Because this guy's a little gremlin. I think about 4 feet would be good for him. He's a little guy. Also, here, I figured might as well just have some visual art, so I can just show you what we got here. Oop, too big. Anyway, so this is Pesky Bert. He's a little kinku, which are crow people, and he is a warlock with a patron that is the Hexblade there. It's hard to see on the stream, but his name is Igsakar. And his whole thing is that this is a concept I want to do for, like, I have this ready for a one-shot, but this is a character I wanted to make for a while. Basically, he's a little bird crow who likes collecting shiny things, and he found a very shiny sword, but didn't realize it was a trapped demon who is trying to get him to do crazy, use him for his evil, wicked deeds. But he doesn't really care about all that. He just wants the shiny stuff. So, you know, he's got a Igsakar is trying to bribe him for shiny things, but now he just calls him Talky Shiny because he talks too much. And I still haven't set on a voice yet, but like imagine like a gremlin, like your average like goblin gremlin kind of like kind of sounding voice, but like through a mimicry in a bird is basically what Pesky's whole thing. In fact, his name Pesky Bert isn't something he was given at birth. He was chasing down, you know, following goblins around and just, you know, observing them and listening to how they talk, and, you know, it's like, filthy bird, pesky bird, always so pesky, begone. And so, yeah, he basically has that kind of voice. Because Kenkus can't actually speak common, they only speak through mimicry, so, like, he very much speaks in, like, the random, like, capitalization, but as, like, a bird, so, yeah, that's his whole thing. I also realized I covered up the text here, also. There we go, and stuff. Anyway, but yeah. Sorry if this isn't like the most crazy stuff right now, but like if anyone has any questions, feel free. Like I said, I'm working on this right now, but I wanted to at least give you guys another stream, even if it's not that interesting. got scared. I thought there was a character limit, but it's just telling me how many characters are used total on here. So, where's... Kind of making part of this up on the spot, but basically the idea is like he just wants to collect all the shinies, and the warlock, the patron, wants him to do his bidding, and it's a constant back and forth with these two because Pescady is a bit of a brat. Prettiest. Prettiest shiny of them all. Identity. I gotta get new headphones because the audio is bleeding through, like my mic, causing my avatar to bop up and down, I'm noticing. For as long as you can remember, Pescady was nothing more. shiny. One day when someone through a dank cave discovered an ancient sword. Pescatine knew he had discovered the prettiest of shinies that day. When he reached for it, he felt a sudden power radiate from it. The blade had awoken to reveal its true identity. It was a blade possessed. It was a. I'm saying blade. A sword possessed. It was a weapon possessed. Possessed by a demon. That demon just offered great power to Kingu. Skitty quickly declined as he did not like how talkative his new shiny was. After several minutes of arguing, the demon offered as he did not like how talkative his new shiny was. After several, I'm gonna say hours just because it's funnier that way. After several hours of arguing, the demon quickly decided to bargain with Pescatine to help him find even more shinies. Offer ability to fly. Pescatine took the deal and became the warlock. Despite that, the two still often bicker. Now, Pescatine is on a mission to find even more shinies, but still are bigger with color. Yeah, okay. Then what else has it got? Personality. Pescatine can be a bit of a Pescatine is a rather greedy bird. Anyone who tries to get in his way of more shinies This stems from following a group of goblins who would also hoard things shiny. Goblins. Moniker he's given himself. Pescatty Bert. Always so pescatty. Pescatty doesn't despite speaking through mimicry, Pescatty will often just make quick nicknames for people he is in constant contact with. He has given Ixikar the nickname Taki Sword. Taki, not Taki Sword, Taki Shiny. I forgot what I even made this guy look like already. Yeah, he calls it Taki Shiny. Taki Shiny, Taki too much. Yeah, just think like a gremlin. And like, bah, meow, Taki Shiny. Anyway, yeah, so Pescatty Bert, name Pescatty Bert, race Kenku, occupation Warlock Hexblade, patron Ixikar, height 4 foot, age 18. Bio, for as long as he can remember, Pescatty was nothing more than a petty thief, always searching for any and all things pretty and shiny. One day, when stumbling through a dank cave, he discovered an ancient sword. Pescatty Pescatty knew. Why is it saying that's wrong? Pescatty knew he had discovered the prettiest of all shinies that day. When he reached for it, he felt a sudden power radiate from it. The blade had awoken to reveal its true identity. It was a weapon possessed by a demon. The demon introduced itself as Ixikar and offered great power to the Kenku. But Pescatty quickly declined, as he did not like how talkative his new shiny was. After several hours of arguing, the demon decided to bargain with Pescatty to help him find even more shinies, and even offer the ability to fly. Pescadee took the deal and became a warlock that day, with his left hand stained with demon power. Now Pescadee is on a mission to find even more shinies, but still bicker with Ixacar. Personality: Pescadee is a rather greedy bird and will constantly argue with anyone who tries to get in his way of more shinies. Part of this stems from following a group of goblins who would also hoard all things shiny. They would often call him a pesky bird, hence the moniker he's given himself, Pescadee Bert. Always so pescadee. Despite speaking through mimicry, Pescadee will often just make quick nicknames for people he is in constant contact with. He has given Ixacar the nickname Talkie Shiny. So yeah, that's Pescadee. Just making sure we get everything uploaded. I got the tags here. Dungeons and Dragons. Crow. Okay, never mind. Alright. This guy's up. Also, by the way, just a reminder, if anyone's in here planning on joining ArtFight, you can check out my ArtFight right there. Just to give you an idea of what we're doing. Next character. Next character we have is Ulix. Ulix here is a Warforged Ranger. He's actually from an old campaign I had years ago, where he was a rogue android. But for the sake of, if I wanted to bring him back, I wanted to go lead in on the robot in nature kind of trope, because I am a sucker for that, so figured I'd make him into a ranger rogue. He's kind of like a guardian of an ancient Fey forest and such, so yeah. got this guy going on here, so let's get to that. X Ulix patient forged. Anyone who doesn't know, Warforges are basically like the robot D&D fantasy equivalent of a robot, though, you know, sometimes they get a little, like, you know, details kind of get lost here and there. About 5'8". Age. 20. I'm gonna say built 5 years ago. Sorry, I'm trying to just think right now. Set this up. Sorry, I'm like trying to come up with like something a bit more poetic and stuff. I really gotta get myself a new headphone. Because I don't know why the mic is picking up. The music shouldn't be that loud where it picks up on the mic as well. It's also falling apart. This is like this is almost a 10-year-old set. Oh god, sorry. I'm getting distracted looking at Twitter. I was just reminded that corn sweat is a thing. Also, one last happy Pride month. It is now July though, but a happy Pride month and all that. Also, now it's time for Wrath month. Excuse me. Service bot U1 for X was dumped into deep and ancient forest, because we gotta make everything ancient in fantasy. I'm probably gonna wrap up actually really soon. This was just a very short, dumb idea, and I'm not really doing much, so you know, sorry. I was hoping like maybe more people would come in to talk about ArtFight or whatever, but so I'm just kind of typing and zoning out for a bit. This was really just I wanted to commit to the Tuesday Thursday thing, and I didn't have any other ideas of what this stream. Sorry. This was Force of the Great Fae Queen Fira. One day, Fira. I don't know how you were described. Like descended to this mortal plane. Zori. Domain, Morsel Plain. I gotta pick one. Forest. Send it to this forest to enjoy the city one. Her domain. As she walked, she discovered the crude remains of leftover war forges. All of them more broken and what would be the word? All of them more broken and discarded. That's not right. That's not how you do it. Writing is hard, guys. Imagine trying to write a 9-episode series all by yourself, eh? By the way, Digital Circus, great ending. I really liked it. And everyone who doesn't seem to understand it are dumb. Anyway. All of them broken beyond repair. All except one, who seemed to have fallen. Been left under a tree as if it were asleep. Curious of what this machine could do. Fira revived the Warforged with her magic. Service bot. Stood up and began to move. Rise, my guardian. You have much work to do. Surfbot stood up and began to move. Fira left the Warforged. The Fey Queen gave the Actually, I should say them because it's a robot. It's part of a service when it was dumped into the ancient forests. This was the forest of the great Fey Queen Fira. One day Fira descended to this forest to enjoy a scenic walk in her creatures, all of them broken beyond repair. All except one who seemed to have been left under a tree as if he were asleep. Curious of what this machine could do. If you revive the Warforged with their magic rise, my guardian, you have much work to do. This service bot stood up and began to walk. The fake gave them a name based on their... Gave them their name based on what little she could see of its serial number. Alex. Yes, that will be your name. Vera gave Ulix the command to watch over her forest to make sure no other beings could come and pollute her precious forest. Her forest to Vera gave Ulix the command to watch over her forest to make sure no other beings could come and pollute it. Watch over her precious forest to make sure no other being could come in and pollute it. Ulix as dazed and confused would then go on and live Warforged would go on and adapt to its new home. Studying both animal and plants. Trying to think what would be a good title for this. Good way to end this. Named it Sure. Okay, so turn. Forge, often observing and studying his surroundings.
Perfect.
I gotta check the mic because now I'm just seeing that the mouth is just permanently open at this point. Whatever. It's a rather quiet Warforged, often observing and studying his surroundings. Often in a deep tone. Often in a deep and robotic tone. Living in nature has given him a curious look on all things living, especially, I don't want to say birds because every robot has a bird companion, but I guess plants. Okay. Alright, name U14X Ulix, Race, Warforged. Occupation, Ranger. Height, 5'8". Age, built 25 years ago. Bio, part of a defunct set of Warforges. Service by U14X was dumped into a deep and ancient forest. This was the forest of the great Fey Queen Fira. One day, Fira descended to this forest to enjoy a scenic walk in her domain. As she walked, she discovered the crude remains of leftover warforges, all of them broken beyond repair, all except one who seemed to have been left under a tree as if it were asleep. Curious of what this machine could do, Fira revived the warforged with great magic. Rise, my guardian, you have much work to do. The service bot stood up and began to move. The Fey Queen gave them a name based on what little she could see of its serial number. Ulix. Yes, that will be your name. Fira gave Ulix the command to watch over her precious forest to make sure no other being could come and pollute it. The Warforged would go on and adapt to its new home, studying both animal and plants, eventually learning to hunt and defend itself and Queen. And the forest... And the forest in the name of Queen Fira. Eventually learning to hunt and defend itself, and the forest is the name of Queen Fira. Personality, Ulix is a rather quiet warforged, often observing, studying his surroundings. On a rare occasion, he talks and is often in a deep and robotic tone. Living in nature, he's giving a curious look on all things living, especially plants. Being in nature has given him a curious look at all things living, especially plants. Okay. That should be good. Okay. Damn it. All right. D. Forged. Robot. Ranger. Magic. Fantasy. Nature. Dungeons and Dragons. Original. Okay. Yeah. good now. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it there. Though I will say, sorry, this is like a very random stream, but I wanted to do one more. I just wanted to do one more stream for the month of June, but also wanted to commit to my going back to the 2 weeks thing. So this is what you got. Tomorrow I'll definitely, or not tomorrow, Thursday I'll definitely try to get a bit more early, and then we'll actually like do art and stuff like that, working on the ArtFight stuff. But for now, yeah. So again, if you wanna check out my ArtFight account and see all the characters that I have and stuff on there, I'm probably gonna add a bit more before I head to bed, but I don't think we need to go through that again on here. But yeah, so Thursday we will start working on ArtFight stuff. I'll probably do some ArtFight stuff in between, but for now, that's gonna be a stream. Like to everybody who stopped